2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for LeVert.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, it was long rumored, and after 2 titles in 3 years, Kevin Durant chose to leave the Warriors and blaze a new path. He missed this season while rehabbing from his Achilles tear, but there are no complaints from the fans or his new teammates. For a player of KD's caliber, it's worth the wait. Kevin?
A momentous decision, D.A. Thank you. Clark, terrific defensive teams tonight, both highly ranked. What will the offenses have to do to get some scoring in this one?
Well, a few things. One, you've got to be patient. You've got to be ready and willing to make the extra pass. And then you also have to mix up what you do offensively. You don't want the defense to get a steady diet of what you're trying to do. Keep the defense off balance.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Jared Allen is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Harrison at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Bradley in at the 1. Now here's LeBron. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. And the shot is good. Bradley's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Lakers.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie against Green. Chandler outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Boy, it's so difficult to corral Dinwiddie. Even when you get physical with him, he finds a way to power through.
LeBron against Harris. The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Passes to Bradley. Trying to get open is Davis. Bradley can't get it to go.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
LeVert against Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the triple.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Now, here's Bradley. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Outside, Davis. The pass to James. Over Harris. That one off the back iron and out. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He kicks it to Allen. LeVert from outside. Rebound the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Now here's Allen, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. To the middle, here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Boy, nice mobility from the 5. Allen is very active offensively. Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hand, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
Here's LeVert following the basket by Anthony Davis. LeVert the pass to Harris. LeVert with it. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play offense.
some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Third is Jared Allen.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
Now here is Harris after the miss from JaVale McGee. LeVert finds Dinwiddie. Shoots the three. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
You know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
There's Dinwiddie following the basket by Anthony Davis. Pass to LeVert for the three. And it's Bradley with the rebound. In the corner, it's James. Puts one up. Brooklyn with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
It took him no time at all on that one.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Mark, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at the Lakers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And when I look at the Lakers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point. I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Prince with it. Picked up by Kuzma. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Prince.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Rondo dishes to Howard. Pass to Kuzma. Over Prince. Kuzma, that's good.
Well, that's exactly the kind of strength Kuzma has to show, guys. I mean, take that contact, expect it, and still be able to convert. You've got to do that at this level.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. From deep three-point range, Temple can't get it to go. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. They trail by one. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Temple. Excellent D from Howard.
And he thought he had a clear path to but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Down low. That's tipped. Here's Prince. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Free throw good, Howard.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Here's Morris. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Outside Rondo. Passes it to Kuzma. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Jordan trying to free himself up. Count the basket. And the Nets lead by 2. Outside Rondo. Here's Kuzma, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times and you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Howard. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Caldwell Pope. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. And so it's the Lakers with it, following the bucket by the Nets. This is to Rondo. And there's the pass to Howard to the wing right side. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. With some arc, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home.
Oh, what a play!
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that.
Now, here's Kuzma. He points his last outing. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. About toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's LeBron in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. No good on the second free throw.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Prince. Uncovered. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Caruso. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Claxton. Rondo against Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Over Rondo. Claxton no good. Lakers trail by 4. They get a hand on it. Here's Caruso, guarded by Harris. The pass to Davis. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 8 points.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Pass to Claxton. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caruso. Here's LeBron. Rondo finds Howard. Pass to LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Taurean Prince.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James' pump fake, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
2 shots. Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
That free throw, no good. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And LeBron James Clark climbing the all-time scoring list, last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There's Dinwiddie, following the basket by Anthony Davis. It's Allen, top of the key. LeVert in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. They get the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Davis. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Davis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's LeVert missing. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
With some changes. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee, and it's Avery Bradley in for Alex Caruso. Allen passes to Chandler. Harris dishes to Chandler. Harris kicks to Chandler. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Harris. Now here's Allen. Shoots over Bradley. And again, it's the Nets missing. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Chandler's shot, good.
So good at scoring from the mid-range. Chandler often looks to score from this area of the floor.
James outside. Over Harris. Again, the Lakers.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
There's Dinwiddie. Harris outside. It's stolen by Green. There's the feed to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
James outside. There's the pass to Davis. James, the bounce pass. Shoots from the right block. And Davis can't get it to go. Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Temple's checked in. Finds Chandler. Here's Temple. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. Let's get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And you look at Karis LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. Morris outside. Kicks it to Davis. Here's Bradley. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Good on the second free throw. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Temple the pass to LeVert. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Temple can't get it to go. Bradley deciding where to go with it. It's Davis on the wing. Over Allen. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us second chance at the basket, and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Joe Harris is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Allen in at the 5 spot. And it's LeVert missing.
All he needed it right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
And that one's good by LeBron. You were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Here's LeVert after the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to LeVert. Puts up a 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, here's Dinwiddie after LeBron James's miss. And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace. He's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
First one falls, and the 6'6" point guard Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
You know, for a team like the Nets building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Outside for Rondo. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Rondo's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Dinwiddie against Rondo. Dinwiddie attacking. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 4. Mark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development, the investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them. Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Claxton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Claxton's got 6.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Now here's James. He's got 12. Outside Rondo. The pass to Caruso. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Harris dishes to Allen. Prince with it. Picked up by Davis. Prince kicks to Harris. And stolen by James. A finish. And James throws it down hard.
You know, it would be fun to tabulate how many of LeBron's career points have come on the break. I would just venture to guess he's had a bunch of them.
Timeout called, the Nets. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard, too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled or not.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Temple comes in for Harris. Here's Temple. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Claxton, the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. He's covered by Rondo. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Free throws good for Prince. Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Kuzma. The 8-footer. Prince with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
No good from outside.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Lakers second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's Caldwell-Pope, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Howard dishes to Morris. Over Claxton. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Howard. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. Brooklyn with the ball. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Dinwiddie. And the Nets miss again. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brooklyn's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Jordan kicks to Dinwiddie. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Howard. Rondo looking around. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this point. Man.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy's, I mean, Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
And he makes the first. Green is checked in for the Lakers. Bradley comes in for Rajon Rondo. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nets. Karis LeVert comes in for Garrett Temple. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Nets trail by 14. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Jordan, and he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 6.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Here's Kuzma. Here's Howard. And Jordan sends it back. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard. Then it's Contavious Caldwell Pope. Then it's Green. And it's Bradley in at the point guard position. Taxis in the game for the Lakers.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
First one falls for. And both free throws good for Howard. There's Dinwiddie. Outside Jordan. Bradley against Dinwiddie. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Bradley against Dinwiddie. Bradley passes to Caldwell Pope. Over Chandler. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. It's LeVert on the wing. Looking to get it going. He lays it in.
You got to D up LeVert better than that, Kevin. I mean, he excelled at scoring over the defense.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And James subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And then for Brooklyn, Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Prince. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, during that last timeout and listening to Frank Vogel talk to his team, he talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Free throw good, James.
And, you know, when you played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
And both free throws, good for James. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now LeVert pass to Dinwiddie. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's LeVert following the basket by Anthony Davis. McGee with the block.
They've shown some strength in the feet today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Lakers. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
You know, Karis LeVert had a few surgeries before entering the NBA, but took kind of a unique step in writing an open letter to NBA GMs telling them physically he'd be ready for the league. And you know what? He was right.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Count it.
And, you know, sometimes you forget about Dinwiddie's versatility. I mean, when he's feeling good, he's capable of scoring from any place.
Here's James. Buries it down low. LeBron's got 20 points.
Oh, such a field shot there. The floater.
Timeout called the Nets. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
On defense, the Lakers. Allen kicks to Chandler. Passes it to LeVert. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's foul number 2 for him. Dinwiddie outside. Harris looking it over. 5 to shoot. And the pass to LeVert.
It feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's Dinwiddie. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Green dishes to Davis. Good as Green picking up the assist. 21 points for Davis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here is Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. There's the 3. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Allen's shot is off. Lakers leading by 19 points. James wide open, and it's good off the back rim and in. James has got 18 points now here in the second half. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Now here's LeVert. That's a floater go. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. LeBron with it, picked up by Harris. And James throws it down.
offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
With Dinwiddie, they need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And stolen by James.
Well, you've got to be careful around LeBron and mindful of his presence now. He's very opportunistic defensively, and with that size, speed, and anticipation, he can pick your pocket.
Here's Dinwiddie, following the bucket by the Lakers. Pass to LeVert, trying to end the drought. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Los Angeles, they've gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's LeVert, following the basket by Anthony Davis. LeVert finds Chandler, down to 5 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed it myself as I've watched games. There's certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. We want it to be done visibly, but not overdone.
And the first one goes. And the Lakers with some changes. Morris is checked in for Davis. Dion Waiters comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Bradley. And so he hits both. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Nets. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. And the dunk by James.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Pinson. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. On the wing, James. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now. We want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.